Yvonne Atkins, I'm charging you with the murder of Virginia O'Kane.
Oh, what was I looking for? I don't know. Evidence. What sort of evidence? The vinegar, Virginia. Kinky out sod. I've been reading this. Helen Stewart's sexual harassment case against you. I gotta make this place go dark. You know, make it a real surprise.
Well, what are you up to?
I've never seen them before. Even on Maxie Purvis's backside.
Who says they're hers?
Fine. I'll go and check your list of possessions, shall I?
This is Della Atkins. She must have planted them.
In your locker? Believing you had nothing to do with O'Kane's murder. I didn't murder O'Kane, it was Maxie Purvis! Oh, yesterday was Mr. Fenner! It's a conspiracy! He's as bent as a pig's dick. Ask Miss Stewart, she knows! Knows what? She asked me to help her now, the bastard! Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
Jesus.
Take Atkins down a block, put her in strips. You're not listening to me! None of you are listening to me! I never killed O'Kane, it's a setup!
Come on.
That's enough now, come on! You're right.
Should have seen him. Like bloody Superman.
Good job, both of you.
Yeah, well, I was on my way home.
Police will need to talk to you.
They can talk to Ken.
We've all got keys. Could happen to any one of us. Just happened they were mine. Oh, my nerves are wound so tight. Hank Marvin could play on them. Come on, let's get used to the club and have a drink. At least I won't have Atkins turning up on my doorstep, putting me and Bobby through hell.
Cheers, mate. Oh, Silver, this is Barry Pierce from D-Wing. He's going to be joining us as of tomorrow.
Oh, reinforcements at last. Hi, I'm Di. Pleased to have you, Barry.
Cheers, Di. Hope you know what you're letting yourself in for, mate.
Yeah, I hear it can be a bit of a challenge on G-Wing.
That's the understatement of the century.
Well, I can't wait to get stuck in.
She'll be well away. Yeah. Just think. Free. God, what I'd give to be in her place now. Everything's in hand, sir. Atkins has been placed on Governor's report and segregated. And she's been put on the escape list. Yes, the police have been informed. So has the press office. Yeah, I appreciate that, sir. But she didn't get over the wall, and there wouldn't have been any danger to the public. Everything's under control. This is a setup. I never laid a finger on her. I'm innocent. Can you hear me?
I'll tell you one thing. If they're going to be expecting me to do all this hero stuff on a regular basis, they can start paying me some danger money.
You and me both can, mate.
That's how I feel ex-army guys. They're used to all that.
Oh, I might have guessed you were a soldier. Well, the way you wear a uniform.
All right, no. Well, I did my bit, but I wasn't a hero.
I'll bet.
No, really. When have you ever heard of anyone getting a VC in a catering corps?
Right, I'm off. If you want a lift, Di, Bobby's outside in the car. Oh, right, well, I suppose I better be going.
You don't have to get off, Di. I'll get you a taxi later.
Right, well, looks like I'm staying then. So I see.
Right, my round.
Jim.
Just trying to get that front door back. It'd be best.
Look. I know I was wrong. Atkins told me Helen went to her looking for help to nail you. It's obvious now what's been going on.
Is it? Shame it wasn't so clear when you accused me of rape and fraud and shit knows what else.
For God's sake, Jim, look at it from my side of the desk.
I don't give a toss about the desk. After everything there is between us, you still believed Atkinson Stewart over me.
Okay, I fell for it. I am sorry. It's finished. No more accusations.
And you think that fixes everything, do you? Wish it did.
Come on then, whose place is it? I'm just getting warmed up. Back to yours, Dave.
No, I don't think so. Early start tomorrow, ain't they?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, come on, mate. There'll be a looking at the jug. We can get a drink there. If you can make it. Can race ya.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think I've had a bit too much and all.
Well, that's okay. If you can't enjoy yourself, there's no point in living. That's what I think.
You're right. Well, I suppose we better get going. Don't want you late tomorrow for your first day on G-Wing.
I'm alright. I'll wait with you until your taxi comes.
Oh, no, I'll be fine. Only be 10 minutes.
Well, I wouldn't hear of it.
You'll get cold. Or bored. Or both.
No, I won't.
Morning.
That's what they tell me. Name?
Neil Grayling.
Grayling. Who you here to see, staff or con?
Both. But you've been told to call a prisoner's residence, not cons, haven't you?
Sorry, mate. If your name's not on my visiting list, you don't get to see no one.
Well, you're on my list now, mate. I'm your new number one. Accuse me straight to my face. I'm telling you, after the blood and guts I've spilt for this sodding place, if that's how Bet's thanks me, I've a good mind to tell her where to shove it.
You don't know who's going to stick the knife in next, a con or your own governor.
Too right, Sylv.
Aren't we supposed to be getting a new officer today? Bloke from DVDRip?
He'll be here for unlock.
Barry, wasn't it?
Yeah, like he didn't get his inside leg measurement last night.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Dad, you had your tongue hanging out.
Rubbish! I'm just glad we're going to be up to strength again on the wing, that's all.
Excuse me, is Miss Betts about at all?
Not here.
Must be dreaming up new allegations to chuck at her staff.
Can I ask, who are you?
Neil Grayling. I'm the new governing governor.
Oh, Senior Officer Hollanby, sir. We're ever so sorry, but Miss Betts is late.
I think the most important thing to say is that we're all in this together. This is not so much HMP law call from now on as HMS law call, and we're all on board a sink or swim. But this is one skipper who doesn't intend to go down with this ship.
Are you saying Ares got the knives out for us, sir?
Well, it's not unreasonable, is it, Mr. Fenner? I mean, a couple of escapes and the odd murder all on the same wing tend to suggest that things are not quite right.
Well, if things are not quite right, it's got nothing to do with us. The wing management here is the worst I've ever had to deal with, and that's saying something. Mr. Grilling, Karen Betts. Sorry I'm late. Car trouble.
You should try riding a bike. More reliable than cars, and it keeps you in shape.
I'll bear it in mind.
Right. Jim, how about a tour of the wing?
I'll do that.
No, you get yourself together and I'll see you at 11 o'clock, my office.
Of course.
Jim, ready when you are, sir.
All right, Julius, look lively. So what was going on last night then, miss? The black cat. If you don't know, Atkins tried to run her, and you two helped her steal my keys. Eh? No way, miss. Well, Atkins better get used to feeling away in the dark, because she's not going to see daylight again for a long time. And if I could prove it, neither would you two. That Virginia's? Yeah. It's pure silk. Feel. It's lovely. I want it back, Maxie. Ain't gonna happen, is it? Still, you can watch Atkins rotting out. And Zach Betch gets off the block. I'm gonna tear her guts out through her arse. Yeah! And I'll friggin' help you! It's more like it, team. One of us again. You're precious, ain't you? Well, it was a damn silly idea in the first place. Well, you wanted to do something. Something, otherwise she was going down, wasn't she? So what she achieved? She's painted herself into a corner looking more guilty than ever. If you're innocent, the last thing you do is run. You don't really think she done it, do you, Barbara? Oh, kill Virginia. Yvonne? Oh, hello. Who's the new Mr. Q? Dunno.
All right, girls.
Getting better all the time, son. You're a new face round here, ain't you?
Yeah, how have you been doing? Keep an eye on you.
Son. Very pleasant. Got my juices going. Shouldn't you, Julius, have a mop in your hands? Oh, I'd rather have an hand for that new Mr. Pierce, miss. Oh, yeah, bit of all right, any miss? Yeah? Well, Mr. Pierce doesn't need to be embarrassed by you lot, so keep your remarks to yourselves, all right? Now, work.
It's the women I feel sorry for, sir. I mean, how can we rehabilitate them if they're stuck in their cells 24/7 because of the lack of officers?
Truth is, Jim, we're not going to get more resources unless we're prepared to change our ways. Now, if we could tackle the long-term sickness syndrome, we'd have 14 more officers on the roster already.
Desperate for strong leadership, sir. You'll find the staff on G-Wing will give you 110%.
Good. I'm going to fight all the way for this prison. Money's available, but we have to find ways to cut our costs, too.
Any more cost-cutting, we'll be growing our own lunch.
Now, that's the kind of radical thinking I like. Do you know how much private prisons can make on their canteen services, do you know? 3 times as much as the public sector. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I certainly do, sir. Yeah.
Privatising the canteen is going to be my first big project. Now, I need an officer prepared to be unpopular.
I think I can supply names, sir.
Excellent.
Hey, what you doing? You ain't allowed in here. Says who? Oh, we don't want no trouble. No, it goes for me now and all. It's just that with Atkins out the way, things need to change around here. Oh, yeah? Like how? Like from now on, you guys and us guys need to start getting on. Oh, I don't know. I mean, Bond will be back here soon. Have they shoved up your jacksie? Leave it, Al. I think the Julies know I'm talking sense, don't you? We need your red bands, you need our protection. Simple. Sylvia Hornby?
What?
I'm not sure she's the right person for a job like that.
Well, she came highly recommended by Jim Fenner. Don't you value his opinion?
Yes. Yes, of course I do.
Well, then.
Look, all I'm saying is, Sylvia's a POA rep. We're talking serious old school.
Yes?
She's not exactly willing to embrace new ideas.
That's precisely why I want her and a comrade on side.
She won't help you sell anything to the inmates. She's too confrontational.
Well, she's a senior officer with a lot of experience.
I demoted her a few months ago. Your predecessor reinstated her.
You always out on a limb, Karen.
I make up my own mind.
Well, that's something. Don't like a lot of sheep working for me. But I want you to know, I've no time for glass ceilings. Given the will and the vision, we can turn Larkhall into the model for every other prison in the UK. Now, we've all got to pull together on this, and I'm afraid we're going to have to cancel all leave for the next couple of months.
That's not a lot of notice.
No, but G-Wing's a mess. I think yesterday's escape attempt shows that. Until we get things sorted out, we need a full staff complement. I hate to say this, but in your position, the most sensible course of action is a plea of guilty.
What?
It'll help ensure a lenient sentence.
You're a lawyer. And you don't know that life is automatic for murder?
It's not for manslaughter. We'll say that you lost your temper with Miss O'Kane. You lashed out. The next thing you knew, she was drowned.
You're talking like I did it. I never touched the old cow.
I'm trying to give you my best advice, Mrs. Hopkins. Look at the evidence. By your own admission, you were in the bathroom when the corpse was found. There are witness statements that you'd been arguing with the victim. And there's her book, found in your cell.
I was fitted up. I didn't do it.
Except that you can't prove that. And that means you'll go down for murder. It's almost inevitable if you plead not guilty. But you know how the justice system works. Plead guilty to manslaughter, and 15 years might, at least might, become 5. Play the game for your own good.
Up yours. I believe this, Jew. Plain skinny, then bunch of headbangers. God, I don't get much worse than this. You wait. I'm only just getting her feet under the table. Get nowhere if Von was here. She'd soon saw that mealy-faced Maxie out. Oh, she's only on what came. What are you two doing? Spilled some water, miss. Water, miss? Out there, and we're just cleaning up what came in here. What's your done, miss? Looks lovely. Thanks. Nice perfume and all, that isn't it, Joe? Oh, yeah. Right classy, that is. Right classy. Chanel number 5. Marilyn Monroe scent? Oh. So what, you got somebody you're not telling us about, miss? Well, you'll just have to watch this space. Forget whoever he is. Staff informed. No more leave will be granted for the next 8 weeks. But you can't do that. It's just until we get things sorted out on the wing. Looks like she's got it in for all of us now, not just Jim. For your information, I have not got it in for Jim. And I personally apologise for any misunderstanding. Well, that makes it all right then, doesn't it?
Forget it, Sylph. We all know Karen's got a tough job to do.
That man's given his life to this job, and that's how he gets treated. It's a disgrace. Well, things can only get better under the new governor. Yes, well, it was Mr. Grayling who cancelled your leave. That's sure. Oh, and Sylvia, you better go and do an inventory of the canteen. Whatever for? It's to be privatised. What's that got to do with me? You're in charge of it. I don't know about you, but I'm sick to the back teeth of that woman. What does Bets think I am? A flaming shop assistant. I am a highly trained professional.
Who's saying you aren't?
Oh, I'm not one for complaining, sir. But I've just been saddled with this privatised canteen malarkey without so much as a buy your leave.
Well, I'll hold up my hands. I picked you for the job.
Eh?
Well, you came highly recommended, and I need someone I can trust.
Oh, well, that wasn't explained.
I'm sorry. That was an oversight. You see, privatisation of the canteen is an important stage in my mission plan for Larkhall.
I see.
The commercial imperative, Sylvia. I'm afraid it's coming into every walk of life these days. I need you to review the canteen's operation and devise a strategy. Rationalise it. Make it pay.
Well, I do have a good head for figures. I do all my husband's accounts. He left the prison service to become a funeral director, you know.
Right. Yeah, of course, if you reach your targets, there'll also be a bonus for you.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can rely on me, Mr. Grayling.
Milk and sugar.
Just milk. Sweet enough.
There you go. That's pure asshole. Now your prison diesel.
It's lovely.
Brought it from home.
Very domesticated for a man.
Well, that's the army. Makes a housewife out of you. Well, catering code does anyway.
Oh, you know housewife, Barry. Just surprised you haven't been snapped up by one.
You want to see what I can do with a couple of King Edwards and a tub of creme fraiche?
Maybe you could show me sometime.
If you like.
One night this week?
Take your pick. Where'd you live?
In Tooting.
Well, I could bring some grub over. How about Thursday?
You come over to my house. Why can't you cook at your place?
You would like my place.
Your wife get in the way, would she?
What?
Come on. Bloke offers to cook your meal, but not at his place. Gotta be hiding something.
No. I'm not like that. It's just that I was in the army long time. And my place isn't much more than a bed and a couple of kitchen chairs. But I thought your place would be more comfortable. Romantic.
Oh. See? I'm sorry.
Forget it. Better get these lamps to the governor.
Here, mate. Thought these might make you feel a bit better.
Thanks, Julius.
Maybe shit you're getting caught on. Max and her gang are stomping all over the place now. They're even running a bleeding protection racket. Can't say no, all their angles off the door frame by our nips. We wish you out of here, Von.
No chance. Bleeding wanker lawyer.
What happened?
Wants me to face the manslaughter. Stuff that. Scrooge will have to bury me first.
Coming whorehounds! Oh, for you, miss. It's flowery herb, isn't it? It's great. This gardening gig's the best, miss. You're a star. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I reckon I'm outside more now than I ever was when I was, well, outside. And I'm learning loads. You forgot your pants.
Hello.
Look, I'm sorry about before.
Forget it. I understand. Sorry I was stroppy with you, but it's just that I'm not like that. I don't cheat.
Well, the offer still stands, if you're interested.
Cook you a meal? Yeah, sure.
How about tonight, then?
You're keen?
Yes, Neil. What is it?
I wanted a word. Just between us, about morale among the officers.
Well, with respect, you've just cancelled any leave they had coming.
No, I think there's more to this than the question of leave. I get the sense that there's, well, let's call it a communication block between you and your officers.
Not that I'm aware of.
It's okay, these things happen. Sometimes you get so focused on what you're doing, you know, the job in hand, that you lose sight of the bigger picture. Just try and be a little more open with your staff. I find it works wonders.
I'll try and do that.
Yes, less stress all round, and it can avoid all sorts of nastiness. Like with Jim Fenner and the corruption allegations.
Wow. You look lovely. Is it a smashing house?
Well, it's a bit big for one now that Mum's not here, but, I've got plans.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking about putting an ensuite into the master bedroom. Just need someone to share it with. Kitchen.
Right.
You're working late?
It's very normal for me. Are you settling in all right, are you, sir?
Yeah, finding my way. Listen, Jim, this is confidential, just between us and the water cylinder. What's your view on your wing governor?
Oh, Karen Batt. Well, I know you value honesty, Neil. So, as far as I'm concerned, she's a first-class officer.
Good.
Only, I've seen the same thing happen to other women governors. They let the heart take over from the head. They get involved emotionally. This leads to bad decisions.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Though let's keep off the sexism.
Oh, it's just an observation. I'm sure you make up your own mind.
Yeah, I will. Though, to be honest, and still you me, So far, I'm not that impressed. In fact, I'm worried. See you Monday.
You are going to get lipstick all over you.
Good.
Hey, you know you're coming over again tonight.
Don't you want some time to yourself? I feel like I'm imposing on you.
No. No, you're not. I want you to feel at home in my house.
I've had a great time with you, Di, I really have. I feel I know you so well already.
Me too.
So, what do you fancy for dinner? Cock a rising?
What about cock a die?
You try and make me blush.
So, why don't you bring some shirts and things over and then you can keep me fed all week?
Morning, Karen. Good weekend.
Nothing to get excited about now.
Know what you mean. A B&B is not much fun on your own.
This isn't what I wanted. You know that.
Sure.
Look, what about a drink?
Well, I'm not sure.
Later in the week.
Let's just give it a bit more time, eh? See how things pan out.
All right. That's what you want.
I think it's probably best. Just stick to the job for a while. Give ourselves room to breathe.
Okay. Oh, we got lost all the jam. Hello, miss. So, how's it going with the new fella then? Really well, as a matter of fact. Well, come on then, don't keep us in suspenders. Hey, what's he like? Well, he's really good looking. Used to be a soldier, but he's not a macho man. He's really attentive. And he's a good cook. Bloody hell. Lucky cow. Talk about. And he doesn't exactly need a jump start between the sheets, I can tell you. You've got it all, miss. Well, come on then, who is he? Anyone we know? Got any brothers? A certain new prison officer I've seen you two ladies eyeing up. Mr. Pierce? Take them all out of the wrappers and stick a finger in each of these lucky bags.
Lucky bags.
1 chocolate finger, 2 chews, 3 toffees, 2 mint humbugs, and a chocolate digestive in each one. Not bad for 50p each, is it?
50 pence? There's nothing lucky about that. As we get away without them lynching us.
That's the trouble with the mindset in here. No commercial nous. Luckily, I've learned a lot about running a business from my Bobby.
He's an undertaker.
So, you don't lose sight of the financial imperative just because you deal with dead people, you know.
You're like a pig in shit, aren't you, Atkins? Even in here.
Go screw yourself, fella.
I'd be a bit more civil if I were you. Won't take much for the BOV to extend your stay down here.
I won't hold my breath.
You must be getting old, love. I'd have expected you to keep your nerve. Making a run for it like that, you might as well have written killer right across your forehead.
Drop it, love. We both know I never killed O'Kane.
Oh? And I did then.
Your little tart Purvis. That's who.
You really are all washed up, Atkins.
You bastard.
And as for getting off the block, I reckon I'm gonna have to tell the board you haven't learnt your lesson yet. Chuck this lot in the bin and put the murderer back in strips.
All right, come on, keep it alive. What's with these order forms? And what the frig's in a lucky bag?
It's a surprise, isn't it?
Surprises don't cost you 50 pence a go.
Well, don't have one then. This privatisation bollocks. Profit's one thing, ripping people off's another, even this lot.
Yeah, well, it seems it's the new policy. We all have to be prepared for change.
I suppose so. How are you managing?
Sorry?
Well, I heard about you and Jim.
We're just taking it easy for a while.
Oh, right. No, I didn't mean to nose. You enjoying being top dog? Now Atkins is off the wing.
What's it to you?
You want to be careful you don't throw your weight around. I don't want a lot of aggro. Not with the new boss under much.
I always watch me weight, Mr. Fenner. Which reminds me, what you done with my knickers?
Knickers don't interest me, Maxie. They got a habit of getting found. It's what goes inside them gets my fancy. Sometimes say, eh?
I knew it was a con. I knew it. A couple of frigging biscuits and some cheap chewies. Next. I want a packet of cheese and onion crisps. You've got 3 pence left. Shit, I've already got 5 of these tokens. Miss, can I swap this packet? No. But miss! Hey, hang on. These are out of date. They should have been out by last month. You better hurry up and eat them then, hadn't you? Before they get any older. It's a rip-off, is this?
All right, move along.
I could die of food poisoning. Serve you right if you did.
Come on.
Oi! Watch it, you! Hey, you want to get your blazing nails cut?
Unless if you live.
You did that deliberately. Bastard.
You're on rule 47.
It seems like some of the women aren't taking too kindly to the new privatised canteen.
Change is always hard.
I'm not opposed to change, I just don't want them ripped off in the name of it.
Admit it. You were never very keen on the idea, were you?
I understand the philosophy behind it. Maybe the execution needs a second look.
Go on.
But to tell you the truth, I'm still not convinced Sylvia's the right person for the job. She's getting the prisoners' backs up.
Karen, I need people in charge to embrace new ideas and run with them. If I don't have the right team behind me, I will fall flat on my face. And that is not going to happen.
Hey, I've got you some lunch ready.
Thanks.
You alright?
I just had a run-in with one of the roughs. Shaz Wiley. Had to put on a report.
Oh, no, not Shaz. She's a good kid.
She's a nasty piece of work with a mouth like a toilet.
She doesn't mean any harm. She gets overexcited sometimes. Look, Barry, I'm a personal officer. Leave it a warning? Just this once?
You're too soft, Di. They're gonna walk all over you.
Not Shaz. I'm really getting somewhere with her.
All right, then. One chance. Only 'cause you asked. Well,
Just not used to a man doing something nice for me.
get used to it.
They put sell-by dates on these for a reason, you know.
Oh, stuff and nonsense. The sort of substances these women are putting up their noses and whatnot. Do you really think a few pieces of middle-aged chocolate's going to hurt them?
No. They should be treated like everybody else out there.
Well, stop locking them up then.
Di said you're after these.
Oh, thanks. Jim. What do you make of Neil?
Bah, it's early days, yeah? He's very keen on the team spirit.
Isn't he just? The trouble is, I don't think he thinks I'm on the same team.
How do you mean?
I get the feeling everything I say or do seems to rub him up the wrong way.
No. You're imagining it. Neil's got his own pressures from above he's having to deal with. I'm sure he's got nothing against you. And don't work too late.
You're trying to put me off?
I think some of the girls have twigged that we're an item. They reckon I'm dead lucky.
I'm the lucky one. You know, I was pretty lonely before I walked in here that night. Met you.
Me too. I'm not now that you're here.
Good. Because I'll be here as long as you can put up with me.
Harry, you know I rattle around in that big house.
Dad, you know what you're saying?
I'm not drunk. I want you to move in with me. If you want to. Tomorrow'd be great by me. Tonight.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, ask me again when you're sober enough to throw it straight down.
Yeah, mate. Oh, thanks, Julius. How are you feeling? Like I've had the soul kicked out of me. I was due out of here early on next year. God, Yvonne. Thought of an whole lifetime in here. I don't know how you're surviving. There's no point in pretending, Joe. If it was me, I'd go mad. Do anything I could to short me. What's to lose? I won't give a monkeys. See you later. Julius! Julius! Tell me respects. I want to see my lawyer first thing tomorrow morning. Of course, mate. Thanks.
Scotch, please.
You know they're playing our song, love.
What do you think you're doing?
What's your hands, mate?
What's yours?
Hey!
Calm down.
Come on, calm down.
Right, that's enough. That's enough! What the hell's got into you two? We're all mates here, aren't we?
Feeling it all right, Barry? Just leave it, please.
I'll keep this short. After what I saw in the Officers' Club last night, for any who don't know, it was a scene more fitting the Crazy Horse Saloon than a recreational facility on Home Office premises, which is why I'm closing it down.
Well, that's a bit over the top, isn't it, sir? I mean, we need somewhere to unwind after a day in here.
Not if brawling's your style of recreation, you don't. And definitely not with my name above the door.
Sir Ken and me are good mates. Just a couple of punches.
Just a couple of punches. You think that's acceptable, do you? This is not the army now, Pierce. We need intelligence in the prison service, not tanked-up testosterone. You're supposed to be professionals. Act like it. I'd like to see you sometime today, Karen. What about a sandwich lunch? My office.
Of course. I am so sorry. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have got drunk. I've messed everything up, haven't I?
I've never had a fight over a girl before.
I've never had anyone throw a punch over me before. I love you.
Good. Because I packed my bags, and I'm going to see the estate agent about renting out my place.
Oh, that is fantastic.
I can move in straight after work. Well, I'll see you at lunch.
No, not today. I've just got to nip out for a while.
Okay. See you tonight.
Virginia Ken and I were both in the bathroom when we started rowing. She'd been getting on my case ever since she'd come onto G-Wing. And this time I'd just had enough. There was no one else in there. And I just lost control. I grabbed O'Kane as she lay in the bath. We struggled. And I got a fistful of hair in each hand and pushed her head under the bathwater. She suddenly went limp. It was all over in seconds. I knew I'd killed her. Didn't mean it.
I've spent the last week or two trying to find out what makes Larkall tick.
Very wise.
Unfortunately, I don't believe that everyone's in quite the right role to help me achieve what I need to.
What do you mean?
G-Wing is a big problem here. I mean, so many of your officers involved in that melee last night. I'm sorry, Karen, but I need all my governor grades fully in tune with my vision, otherwise it's not going to filter down to grassroots.
Are you demoting me?
You're simply not right as my G-Wing governor, Karen. You retain your grade 5, but be back in uniform from tomorrow.
I suppose I better clean out my desk.
Look, I know this is a shock, but I have to do what's best for Larkall. I'm sure that back on the landings you'll make a great contribution to G-Wing's recovery.
Thank you. Do you have anyone lined up to replace me?
Well, I haven't made a final decision, but yes, I have someone in mind.
You dried up old tar. You think you can get away with murder? Well, your life's going to be a bloody misery from now on. I'm going to make sure of it.
You're all invited to attend a wedding 3 weeks on Thursday. Well, who's getting married? I am.
I'll consider you a